Okay, today I have a couple of figs that I'm going to try. This is a variety called Paratjal Rimada. It's a striped variety. These figs are normally very nice looking figs, but they're very ripe right now, and we had a lot of rain, and so this one ended up kind of splitting open a little bit and getting the eye expanding a bit. This one, not quite as bad, but same sort of deal. Had a little splitting going on, some cracking here. And the stripes have kind of faded a little bit as these fruits have matured. So I've gotten several fruits off this tree already. And so I thought I'd go ahead and try these out and see if they're any good. They may be spoiled because of, you can see the large eye, and I'm not sure if some ants have gotten in there or not. So we're going to cut these open and see what we've got. Okay, so I cut these open, and actually these look pretty good. I don't really, despite the look on the outside, I don't really see much spoilage in here. So I may have been able to grab these in time before they spoiled. That actually looks pretty good. Sometimes the outside of a fig will just not look great, but then you cut it open and it looks really tasty. So we'll try this, or I'll try this, and I'll see what the flavor is. Paratjal Rimada. Usually, this is a pretty good tasting fig. Okay, so I've prepared the fig here, and I just wanted to mention a couple things. Because it did have the kind of open eye, and I'm not sure exactly how long it had been like that. It didn't look spoiled, but I went ahead and cut away the portion that was exposed, because I know there were some ants in there, and you know, whenever I have that occur also, I'm very careful looking for any sort of fruit fly activity or anything like that, because you can get some bugs in there, and then they can just make a mess. So I didn't see anything. These figs look really good, but just for peace of mind, I just cut the portions of that fig away that were exposed to the bugs and stuff, even though I didn't see any spoilage when I looked at it. Okay, so these are all ready to eat. Let's give this a shot. Okay, this is Paratjal Rimada, and it looks to be really ripe. You can see the skin kind of separating away from the pulp as I hold it here. So this should be pretty tasty as long as it's not spoiled. Yeah, and that is good for sure. A lot of times that eye portion is the tastiest part, but this fig is just so well ripened that even with that little part cut away, it's just a really tasty fig. Yeah, that's good. Just a nice balance between a berry flavor and sweetness. It's not super sweet. We did have quite a bit of rain the other day. We had a big thunderstorm come through and just had a downpour. So I thought I'd see a lot of spoilage, but I didn't actually have very many figs that were close to being ripe, so I didn't have very much splitting occur. But it tends to water down the figs a little bit when you have a lot of rain come through. In this case, this still tastes pretty good, so that's good to see. Yeah, it's tasty. I'm gonna give the rest of this to the kids. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. So that's Paratjal Rimada. I had this tree for several years now, and so actually I have multiple copies of this, just because I had some cuttings over the winter that I was gonna sell, but then I wasn't happy with the quality of the grafts, so I ended up keeping them. So now I have like 4 different plants, all producing figs for me. And so this is a good variety. You know, it's a pretty variety. It's got the nice striped figs, and then when it ripens, it's got this nice taste. All right, we'll go take a look at this Paratjal Rimada tree. I actually have several of them, and I'm not sure where they all are, but I'll look at the one that gave me the fruit today. Just kind of go back through under this tree limb, through here, just back around over here. It's a little dense here in the summer. Okay, here we go. This is Paratjal Rimada. You can see the striping on the figs here. And then I've got a bunch more a bunch more ripening here. Not these figs in particular are not shown. There's a little bit of striping on that one. These aren't showing a lot of striping on them, but you also see the variegation on the wood here. And this tree's growing really well. You can see how big it is. I started this as a cutting over the winter, and it had a graft that I wasn't real happy with, so I ended up just keeping it. And you can see the graft, I think it got knocked over and broke in the wind, but then I tied it together, I tied it up, and it ended up growing really well for me, as you can tell. And it's producing fruit for me now. So those are tasting pretty good. Actually, normally I take a look at the tree before I taste them. In this case, I'm looking at the tree after I tasted it, even though I probably spliced this in earlier in the video. But it was a little bit, I didn't want to say it at first because I wasn't quite sure, but I talked to my kids after they tried the fruit, and it kind of almost has like a watermelon sort of taste for me here this year. You know, it's just kind of a nice mellow watermelon berry sort of flavor, so that was pretty tasty. And nice to see them ripening this time of year. It's pretty early in the year, and that one in particular doesn't get a lot of sun, so I'm kind of surprised actually that one ripened way back there in the corner. I think I've got another tree over here somewhere. Oh yeah, what's this here? Okay, that is that's not Paratjal Rimada. I've got another one. I think it's back here. Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, you know what? That's I'm sorry. That's a Baldafada Rimada. I've just got too many Rimadas just floating around here. Anyway, I've got some more Paratjal Rimada trees around here somewhere. What is this one? Well, that's Bordesat Negra Rimada. You can see that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Got another one of those over here, I think. Yeah, here's another Bordesat Negra Rimada. Everyone remarks that this is just such a beautiful fig, and I tend to agree with that. Look at that striping, just very nice, beautiful tree. Yeah, so I've got another Paratjal or Rimada or two or three around here somewhere. Honestly, I can't. Oh, I think it's back here. I think I see it. Yeah, look at that. What is this? Yeah, this is Paratjal Rimada as well. You can see a lot more striping on this one. The striping's really showing through. And that other one had the striping earlier. It's just that those ones I was showing didn't show a lot of striping on it for some reason. I don't know if it was if the amount of sun that it gets plays a factor in that or what. I'm not sure why that occurs, but this one is showing just a lot of striping on it. So this is another Paratjal Rimada tree. Yeah, very nice. All right, so that's the tree. Actually, let me show you. Here's a leaf. A couple leaves. So the taste was good, and the tree is looking good. So it's Paratjal Rimada, one that I like, and have a few copies of, at least two. So I hope you enjoyed that, and take a look at my website if you get a chance, www.figlife.com. Thanks.